Hello, beautiful people. So I need to address this directly. Face what has happened recently that got me restricted from coming live on Facebook. A man came and I didn't like it. I was uncomfortable. Later on, the story was built up that he's this guy, Mansoor, long time ago working at our place or something. He was there. I don't know what he was doing in our house, but all these things, and I couldn't take it. In fact, before that, I saw I cannot take stranger men from Pakistan. I lost that trust a long time ago in Pakistan. So I cannot take strangers from Pakistan on Facebook, although it is a public page, and these men are going to come and enjoy, or God knows what. So there are all sorts of men. So I went into introspection, whether it is my fault, what I should have done, and all this. But to my fortunate thing is that I came across Jesus. I've come across A.J. Miller, Jesus Christ. So I listened to him also because I need to improve. I wanted to become a good person. And listening to everyone. Maybe I've missed out on something. So I abused him heavily, but it didn't work. And I tried to expose him, but there was no shame in him. So again, I went back to Jesus Christ, A.J. Miller, to see where maybe I've missed the mark, because he says that he's the first one who's ever had a connection with God, proper connection, and the others have failed. So a lot of people I see have failed, and mantra has failed me. They would get me on at least to go on, but to drop all this and change completely, have a complete transformation, it was not working for that. So I was kind of cornered to be open to other things, and fortunately a Jesus has come. He claims to be Jesus. He remembers things and all this. And listening to him, because he says the Hindus have also gone wrong somewhere, because this thing of meditation and this Buddha is also somewhere in the spirit world down there, sixth station. And so I had to listen to him, because I failed myself. I failed, and I've become very bad against these Pakistani men. Some of them, whether I took this man in the wrong way, and I was very upset that he came on my page when I'm just having clean fun, and he could take it because his religion. Of course, then I joined his profile and saw that he was saying something against the cartoon, French cartoon or something. So against the French ambassador of Pakistan to throw him out of Pakistan. So I realized that this was some hypocrisy. Why did he come here? Then, taking him on face value, he hates Shias also. And so he came to harass me. Or, at first he was like, you are very decent and all this. And then, because I said certain things, I don't know whether he wanted me to look good or good, and I wasn't looking good. I was just taking out all the fears and the upbringing, the abuse that I've learned from Pakistan, that I could just be very creative about the whole thing that I've learned in Pakistan and use that against him. So, no, good was not coming. And he told me about my principal, although she is not a Shia. Then why are you saying against my principal? She's not my biological mother. She could become my lover anytime. She and I have had this, so she's also avoiding me because in college she was something outside her occupation. She was another woman. So, and Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So when I met her, after 2 years, I realized that something is wrong between us. 2.5 years. And so she turned out to be Meera. I turned out to be her Radha. And so I put God between us. So God is enjoying himself. And I'm enjoying myself. So talk like this. And I don't think it will be appreciated in the Emirates, right? Not even in my Shia religion. They will all do, Zahra, tum itni besharam ho gayi ho. So I found that something had crept into me which I feared, which is this blame on me for loving Miss Disa truly, chastely. No, Miss Disa, I was, yes. So now it is beyond that. Oh, I found Meera. Yeah, she definitely was Meera now. I can see that I put God between us, but it wasn't the Islamic God that came between us, it was the Hindu God. That's why all this. Before I thought, okay, some reincarnation problem I'm not facing. I'm her mother reincarnated. And because I miss Chor gaye balam. Her father, who was very sincere, or maybe the wife was very sincere. He only had one wife, principal's father, Ibrahim Fikri. So what was this attraction? And I just had because I was a Shia and I knew my place until Father Augustine told me that it could be that I'm hiding something from myself also. Anyways, whether I was hiding it or not, but Miss Disa, I was very chaste with Miss Disa. Very straight, very straight. But I don't know what happened here, right, with Meera, Mrs. Munira Gulzar. So one day I had to do something in college, at home, and then carry it to college so that the principal would think that I'm a bad girl and she would ignore me and go back to her husband. Bilkul, like when I had to do something to make myself look notorious, I did it. And then I knew I'd come home and my mother would say, Besharam, and she could hit me, but I was ready for everything. So this is how serious for me it was. Adultery, attraction, but I didn't know that neither was it her fault, nor was it my fault. This attraction, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And the one thing I noticed was that she was taken aback seeing her husband. I don't know what the problem was. First time I saw her husband come out and open the gate, it was raining so hard, and I told her, I'm not leaving you alone to drive home back from college. So I said, no, there's no way I'm leaving you alone. It's raining, and it started to rain very hard, and her wipers were not working properly, so she had to stop them and all this, right? So I said, no, I'm not leaving you. And so I let the car follow us. She told me she'll sit in the car. We were in college. She had parked her car inside college. So she said, I'll drop you outside. She opened the car door for me, very humble lady, I felt. She first opened my door, the side of the car door where I was standing. She said, sit down, I'll drop you outside. Then I was adamant and all this that I'm not leaving her car until I drop her. My car will follow us. And so that's what I reasoned with her. She had to listen to my reason. And then when we reached her house, the first time I saw her husband come out to open the gate of their house, she was taken aback. And that perkiness in her, that liveliness in her, she was like a very low tone, low. So my fear, I don't know how much, but it hurt me to see her going down like that. So she said, take your bag, and that's all she said to me. And I was like, and she was taken aback, really taken aback, physically, in a car. So then I observed her relationship with her husband. In the videos also that I got from my cousin Ashwak, we went to his friend's house, medical. They had graduated, and even Mrs. Munira Gulzar's son was a friend of Tariq. They all had graduated, but Tariq gave a graduation get-together celebration. So my cousin took me and said, the principal will be there because Zen is coming. And they were all invited because before that, when Tariq's older brother got engaged, or Baat Pakki, what do you call that? baat paki in English. I can't be thrown. Okay, my English is now deteriorated, has deteriorated. So sorry. So yeah, I could see that she was not very with her husband. She was mostly with her sisters, very happy. And in her occupation, she was very happy. So I got concerned for her, being sympathetic and all this. And since she looked like a very simple, very great person, a heart, some very humble person, truly humble. I mean, if someone has done so much, achieved so much in life, would be so proud of themselves. But she downplayed her. She wasn't proud or anything. So my heart went out to such a lady in Pakistan, to have such a lady and maintain her sanity. Maybe I've underestimated her in Pakistan, Many people lose it and go insane. So I was also like at 60 she hadn't gone insane in Pakistan, being the principal. And even her sister told me, Miss Shafiqa Fikri, that she would never be able to be the principal of St. Joseph's College, although she was made the headmistress in my time, headmistress of St. Joseph's Convent School. Okay, so where am I going? Yeah, so I'm telling you how she told me that she also had a nervous breakdown. I had a nervous breakdown at Miss Desa's place. And she told me that her one and only brother had a mental problem. So I wanted the whole world, I wanted to bring the happiness to her. And that, when I saw her taken aback, so, and I wrote in my diary, this is perhaps before even we went, like this, before the rain thing, that I would never be able to do justice to this lady who is such a great lady. And this is the lady that I wanted. She had the aura, she had the colors, she had everything that I wanted from Miss Desa. She would give a blind eye, and she was so humble. She would not complain. She would not discipline me at every stage, every action. But I felt perhaps I deserved Miss Desa before her to know that I was looking for this lady, and she came in all my depression, everything that I went through. So I've spoken about this. Now, to concentrate on the fear. See, I deviate. I just want you to feel how I felt for Mrs. Munira Gulzar and why the aura. So a little bit, I was also confused in the sense that how come she is the one she fills me up. She's all the woman that I need. Luther Vandross has sung this, I think. And then Whitney Houston has sung this as He Fills Me Up, male version. So there's a certain thing. Her humility was her surrender, her giving, her generosity, her clemency, being so clement. Oh, she's so lovable, so adorable. this is the woman I was looking for. And I found her when she's 60 now and I'm 21. I've joined college late, but I guess this is God's timing, so I surrendered. So I couldn't take it. I just could not take her pain. All my pain disappeared in front of her, all her presence. I felt that whatever I went through, I'll never complain to God about going through separation years with Miss Desa and all this. And I love talking about this, you see? How much I repeat myself. So now my fear, I'm not facing my fear of being a woman. This is what I want to talk about. Of being a girl. So at that time in Pakistan, Karachi, so in my previous video I said that, these men, someone wanted to perhaps humiliate me, my mother, and do this bad things to us, sexually assault. And you know how on the streets, Bori Bazaar, mostly, not Tariq Road, but mostly when we've been to Sadar area, Bori Bazaar, we've had this touching problem. A man would pass by, young man even would just put his hand on your side, walk away. And the way they look at you, it's like they are raping you. Their eyes are very lecherous. Looks are very, very lecherous. So how to get by this? A.J. Miller through. Now recently I've watched today, or was it yesterday? Is it over 12? Is it past 12 now? So I watched this video again, and we need to have a connection. How we can connect with God? Why are we missing the connection with God? You can watch this video of A.J. Miller, Jesus Christ, and that we haven't faced our fears. We're running away from our fear, and so that we can, if we can face the fears, or we're playing around it, or we have to face our fear. So security, wanting security, going after innocence, clean fun, like Bibi Mariam and all this, like clean fun. I could talk about Bibi Mariam, how I adored her, revered her. I could talk about principle, flirt with her. So, but clean fun, So, I'm not lecherous. So I had to see whether there was anything like lecherousness in me. And where was this attraction coming from? Was it coming from the reincarnation? Why? If I've seen so many women who are attractive and height, I could talk about Sophia Loren's beauty, but only her face and her hair, and her decent. I loved her. She was in which Fall of the Roman Empire, Ben-Hur. No. Which movie was it that I really? And she was in her wedding dress. Very, very like simple, long hair. So I'm not the kind of person to be attracted to cheap women, and if they are cheap, then we don't say they are cheap. We just decently walk away. This is what it was when I was normal, in my normal condition. So if let's say she's wearing sleeveless and whatever she may be looking like, her attraction, it would not have attracted me because I know myself in this. So it turned out to be that she was at Mrs. Munira Gulzar in her own, even in her old age, she was very attractive, was she? So I used to say Miss Disa was very charming. Now, for me, Miss Disa was very charming. Now, was I saying this in a... I could say my mother was very beautiful. Innocent looks she had, but is it in a bad way? No. So Miss Disa was very charming, and the principal was fair, and but it wouldn't have made a difference to me. I've seen women. I've been around, in this. I was 21 when I joined college. So now this thing of attraction, if a woman acts cheap with me or cheap in her life, or I would stay away, ignore her, avoid her, because that's not the kind of woman for me. And if I don't like sleeveless, and I don't like the sari wearing blouses, so if I would just not be attracted to this person, would not take her as my mother. But I took the principal as my mother. I went in her office once and asked her, "Can I call you mommy after college?" And she said, "Okay, yes." So this is what we agreed upon together, mutually. But I didn't realize that she was Meera and God had a plan for me with her. That I wasn't, I was like shocked. And the enemy would have, because there are these people, who would not like us to be happy. And there have been people in my life, but now to expose them, or if you expose them, they become even more bold, not the courage bold, but the shameless boldness. So A.J. Miller, listening to A.J. Miller, Jesus Christ, his channel is Divine Truth on YouTube. The reasons why even Hindus are having problems. See, I just came from a live chat, Kali Dasis and Parveen, Miss Parveen. So it was about this, that there are all these men sex trafficking and misusing women. And so what shall we do about it? And we will be complaining, exposing them, saying, do this, you should do this, we shouldn't do that with them, we should do this, they should have some shame, we should bring some shame, and all this. I'm not trying to belittle or pick on someone. Just remember, my intention is to not be disrespectful to anyone's opinion or anything. You may not like it, but I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just want to see. Even I was complaining, Sojourn group, exposing them, abusing them heavily, this Tariq Masood. I said, give him like the taste of his medicine, and even like more, so that I reached the heights of abuse, shame, where I could put some shame in him, bring his nani, dadi, you know, but it didn't work until I've been taken out of restricted using life. Huh? So what shall I do? Now, I had to face what I was feeling, any vulgarity, anything that I could throw at him. But the community guidelines would not allow me on Facebook to show that, what I was feeling. And they would squash it, right? And that's not, we will not get anywhere by that, doing that. We've been doing that, squashing. Stop restricting me so that my, people might say, what is this? Many people here will not accept what I was doing on Facebook. Many people. But the way I was feeling my feelings, whatever was there, and bringing it out and throwing it on him, that's what I was showing. Because I'm not bothered about, were people there to see what happened in my childhood to save me? No. So I had to give them a taste of the medicine, and even like exponentially, like more. So I did that, and I don't regret it. You can think I did the wrong thing, restrict me on Facebook. I don't care. I'm waiting for the time when this thing will open. I'll come back on Facebook. I already have a restricted profile. So you may not like my behavior. You may not agree to it. But could the Hindu mantra stop me at that time? No. Could meditation stop me at that time? No. It's been now several years I've been doing meditation. So I went to AJ, Jesus Christ. And there he's told me, he's discussing this and helping everyone, that it's our fear it is a fear that we don't want to face. We are not honest with ourselves. We are just playing around. And something he said which made sense, that our whole life is fear-based. That's why security is needed, police is needed. But what we need to do is face ourselves, look at ourselves naked, honestly, without any help. Or Sri Ravi Shankar ji saying, give all your worries to me. Anything you feel uncomfortable with doesn't help. Putting it on someone else's shoulders. Then we require a master, someone to take our garbage cleaner, take our, collector, give all your garbage to me. So this is what A.J. Miller, Jesus Christ, in his last video was saying, that why do you call on me? Jesus, you need me. You see, you need me. I need to set you free from all this, but you're calling me. He gave a very good example. You can watch his video about the car thing. When your car breaks down, you don't know how to open you open the bonnet or the front side, what is it called? And you want to, you can't fix your car. what do? You call someone, an expert. So, again, your car breaks down in the middle of the road or somewhere. You call for help. An expert who can fix your car. So we call Jesus when there's a soul crisis. Oh, Jesus, help us. Or, Ya Hussein, we remember Hussein. Yeah, remember Bibi Zainab, when our chadar, when we are attacked, our izzat, our honor is attacked. So we say, oh, it happened to Bibi Zainab. So then he was saying that I want you to be able to fix your own car and not call on anyone. Once you get through past these fears, you will, and facing them, not escaping them. Like, for example, to protect something here, we need police, right? So you will call 999, emergency police. Come and save me. Someone is after me, someone looked at me, someone touched me. So this fear-based, once we face our fear, someone touched me. See, it's a fear-based thing. Security, we need security. Why do we need security? Because superficially, we are doing this from the outside to protect ourselves, but inside, we haven't. We are not honest. Do you get what I mean? So there will be rapists, there will be vulgar people, there will be lecherous people, there will be people who will want you to go bad, misguide you, exploit you. See, we have tried all this. We have tried the outside, making the outside clean, for example, but have we made the inside clean? No more. Jesus Christ, A.J. Miller says that we have not made our inside clean. So we need to be very honest with ourselves and face our fears. And I was thinking, oh my God, it is too much for me. One lady in another video was saying, I feel weak. And I was like, I can relate to this. I feel so weak. I feel I can't face my fears. And then now, I'm not picking on Kali Dasi. But Kali Dasi now recently was saying that, and I couldn't, how can I make her see? Like you see, women and men are equal. You should not, these shoulds and ought, what we ought to do, what we should be doing. So we should not think that women are weak. Women are very strong emotionally, and men are strong physically, and all this equality. And see, now we're going to that. This is exactly what that women, women are honorable, and women are like. So why, like in my Islam, women are so this thing that shell. So we give these reasons for hijab. We give reasons for hijab that women are like pearl, and you are a pearl, and you should be in a cloistered shell, right? But how high, how honorable are women? So, no, this doesn't work because another person says, what is this? In hijab you are. They don't understand our culture, our religion. So, sorry, I don't mean to be this thing. with against Kali Dasi or any woman, rights, feminists. We brought feminism and all this. Allah. So, what shall we do? I mean, this video is going without the little voice of mine. So, little Zahra wants her innocence intact. I want my purity. Pure, ooh, mother. So, holding on to the daman, the hem of Mother Mary, the most pure woman who never had any, at least not from the Quran. She didn't have a husband. And then, through the Imam Hussein also, the Christians, the way they worship Jesus Christ. We worship Imam Hussein in that way. That he will take all our sins away. And it's not working because कारवान में तो एक भी हुसैन ही नहीं है. Allama Iqbal has said. And now the Sunni Muslims will come in and say, Allama Iqbal never said this. Don't ever put these wrong things. Well, in Pakistan it's not been printed, but in India it has been printed. So, oh God, so many problems we have. If I quote Allama Iqbal about Imam Hussain, इस्लाम में और क्या रहा है सिवाय ज़रबत Imam Ali or Sajda Hussain, like this, and we ascribe this to Dr. Iqbal, Allama Iqbal. And then the Sunnis will reach our throats and say, no, Allama Iqbal never said this. And these Shias are lying and all this. Anyhow, so we need to face that we are women, female. Oh, I'm a female. Well, according to some feelings and my, so it is very difficult to face this. My weakness. See, now what's coming, I'm not a female. I want to be, so you see, you could get people confused. I could get people confused. Because there I was in my tomboyish playing with boys in football in London. I had the energy of a boy at that time. In fact, even more, I could beat them. In cricket, sometimes I played better than a boy. Football, kicked better than a boy. Ask my cousins, male cousins. They used to come for summer, used to play. And but I have some feelings of a woman, and of course my structure and all, biologically. But I feel reluctant to say that I'm a woman. So in my childhood, I used to wear shorts and wanted to wear my brother's clothes. And my father would really get angry at me. That I wish I was a boy, that then this thing would not have happened to me, that my grandmother did to me, and all this. But I'm attracted to the opposite, gender. And so, but to say that I'm a woman is like I've just abused myself. Feels like that. So I'm just bringing out what is coming right now. Oh my God, I've just shocked myself. Don't call me a woman and all this. I'm not a woman. God, what is this coming out? But I don't have the strength to change my gender through surgery. I just wish that I did not exist and all that. I can't believe what I've just feel. Don't call me a woman. Call me by my name. I'm Sarah. Oh God, what's coming now? This is totally. It's like, ये क्या बोल रही है? What is she saying? What am I saying? I wasn't prepared for this. So we need to face that I am a woman, and to be comfortable with my body. See, even to say my body, it is quite a struggle. And how the Western people, if I was in the West, I could say it but they're jerks outside. They're jerks outside. And see, I told Miss Desa that I would not be shy. She said, no, you Muslims will be shy later when you grow up. Miss Desa used to wear shorts when she used to teach us in PE, physical education. So I said, no, Miss Desa, I will never become shy and stop wearing shorts when I'm older. And actually I have, because religion, the older you get, the more you want to go into this religion and truth. So, and I cannot go out in shorts here in Dubai. Although some Filipinos and foreigners do go out in shorts here in Dubai. And I have to go all like, completely covered for swimming. So I'm buying swimming suits that are long and full sleeves if I can get full sleeves. And I got some short sleeves, but later on I found something which has full sleeve swimming suit. Full. And so these, what are we, what men will think, what they will do, how can we get, we just need to see that this religion, doing hijab and covering ourselves from these men, it doesn't work. You are sacrificed. You have, okay, we are so conscientious Muslims. We forget all that one with, two women witness and inheritance cut off. But apart from that, we were told that women are honored. And what Imam Ali has said about women in Najul Balagh, in a Sermon 80. Women are looked down upon. We can be so seductive, and we can, through our actions, make men the thing. No. So you see, it is all something we have done wrong here. Like Jiddu Krishnamurti also says. Like, we need to face what is here. What is this that you have been carrying all your life, but maybe avoiding, escape. We want to make masterpieces, we want to have music, we want to write the greatest book, the book that give our best. and all this that we feel. Maybe we don't want to write the greatest book, but we want to contribute to society in our own way, and we haven't dealt with ourselves properly and honestly, looking at ourselves as naked, as honest as possible. What would the other person think? And this man will come after me if I go out and wear shorts. We should not give men the chance. And it is up to the woman, 70, 80%, how she carries herself. Notwithstanding those lecherous men, they would come after you even if you are in burqa. So, see, we have all these problems. And we are not addressing with honestly. And my escape is mommy, and I will talk about the principle and comedy and all this, but we are not accepting something. Our fear, I will be now feeling sorry for myself, and they're hypocrites. Dushman khare hue hain, the enemies are standing, and all this. And so, what Jesus Christ A.J. Miller meant, no, I need time to, no, I'm not facing the fear, you see, I'm escaping. So what is the matter with you, Zara, that you cannot face this? And I will use the internet and upload this video. So I need to go on my own just to tell you an example of what a clown I've made, what a mess we've made, and I'm not able to face the fear. I slept over it. I was like, this is like a mountain. No, if I face my fear, I'll be looking at it. I'm always trapped in my fear. No, they have kept me in this fear. I tried my best to face the fear, but I'm stuck on the fear. I've been put in fear. I'm in a shock and confused. What is the shock? What is the shock? When 4-year-old Sakina was not in a shock, how can I be in a shock? They attacked me, sleeplessness, they deprived me of sleep. That was in Karachi, yes. They kept me like this. I want to tell the world what they did to me. Can you see those hypocrites, what they are doing to me? I want to expose them. Actually, by exposing them, now they know that by name, this, that, right? Now they know their thing is out. They have to face it. Oh, yes. I'm building their muscles by exposing them. And can any action, police will go and catch them? No. But I'm only building their muscles. I mean, listening to A.J. Miller, I realized that this thing will go on. Complaining, exposing. Every era will have a new hypocrite. There'll be hypocrites. We're saying it's getting worse and worse. It's not getting worse. It was bad in 1 BC or 2 BC when Jesus, A.J. Miller says he was tortured to death. It's just the population is increasing. And there's media. And we love this fear-based news. We will listen to it. Oh, yeah, we are nursing it. this is the way, the news, exposing the hypocrites. Do you think, oh, so I have to change now myself and face my fear of being a woman? I'm weak. I'm weaker than men physically. I feel like this, and I have to be honest with myself that a woman bears a child, has to 9 months. A man doesn't bear a child for 9 months. I'm the weaker sex, and I have to face certain things, that I will be manipulated until and unless and that's a fear of manipulation, fear of exploitation. When God is with you, when God is above us, like I used to say, what is this Miss telling me? What is this Karachi American school saying, Dr. Todd saying this is unhealthy and all this? When God is above us, why worry? But no one knows that God is above us. We will go to church, we will go to the mosque, we will go to the Imam Barga, we will listen to Imam Hussein's Majlis, Bibi Zainab. Our chadar is gone, Ya Bibi Zainab, we'll remember her. But what are we doing now? We are clinging on. We are comparing. Even they were masoom, but they were attacked. They were innocent, they were attacked. So, Zara, who are you? You will also be attacked. And if the world does this to you, remember Bibi Zainab. But it really doesn't help in the long run. So, we have to face it. Somewhere we have gone wrong, we have missed the mark, and that's why we're not getting the love of divine love and truth. And some of you would be like, is there a God? You see, even if there wasn't a God, our religion has told us this is all temporary. One day I will die and you will die. And then where will your body go? In the grave. Or if you are Hindu, your body will be burnt, cremated. So, death is real, right? And all this is temporary. So they gave us something sublime, saying that there's a God. And some security, justice will happen in the year after. On Judgment Day, and then there'll be the year after, and this and that, all security covered up. And so who do we connect with? So all this while I was, every time A.J. Miller, Jesus Christ, I was listening to, and I was like, but where's God? Right? And what am I doing? Questioning, where's God? Or is God there that we should connect? First tell me, who is God? Yeah, maybe you see, you're tortured to death, Allah. Yeah, it is big. And are we just fooling ourselves that there's a God? Everyone says. All these religious people say there's a God. Even Muhammad said there's a God, one God. Imam Hussain said there's a God. Shia say there's a God. Hindus make their own gods. enjoy it till they are over it. And in this life, for this life, or whatever, they're very, Hindus have a vast, God knows what, dharma, way of living. They make their own gods and break their own gods and do this, some say this, some say that. They're very versatile people. But these religious people, Jews say there's a God. Muslims say there is a God. So, as in these thousands, millennia, has anyone solved the problem? Jesus says there's a God, A.J. Miller, and he's the only one who are connected with this God, true God, with truth and love, that we all have missed the mark. Hindus have missed the mark, Muslims have missed it, Jews have missed it, Christians, many Christians missed it. Even believing in Jesus Christ, they missed it. Okay, now it's an hour, over 1 minute, hour and a minute. And so I'm going to upload this and continue with my junk. Let's see if something comes out of this garbage. Thank you very much.